Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime ni hao, assalamu alaikum. Everybody out there on the internet, welcome to TKKN for February 2025. I'm gonna keep it short. Mushroom Walls just came out, so I want to go and play that. I haven't played it yet. I was playing Zenless this morning to do my dailies, but there was the live stream for the 1.6 stuff. Oh my, it looks so good. And so it left me with less time to do that, and then that made so I couldn't actually play Wilds this morning when I wanted to. But it's fine because I'm feeling a bit tired, fatigued, and not so well. So took a day of rest from work, and I also spent 2 vacation days. So I've got 3 days off here, and then, well, not 3 days off. I'm not going to say I have today off, but I took today off, and then I've got Saturday, Sunday off because I took my 2 vacation days from that. And then my normal days off are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I've got a nice long weekend to head into March, new month. Oh man, I said that, and I was like thinking of like how many months into this administration are we, and how bad is it? Yeah, still room for things to get worse. It's like room for improvement, but it's like, is it really going to improve? I don't think it is. So how far into the nosedive are you before it's like, oh man, this is, yeah, oh yeah. But anyway, wow. Okay, so I completely skipped over my overview. I'm like doing the thing off my thing. This is the old one. So videos I'm working on, change to the channel, IRL stuff. So let's get to it. So videos I'm working on, obviously Zenless. I'm playing that every day. So okay. So the free-to-play stuff, it's like Caravan Stories is ending service this month. I think Dauntless is also going away. I played that a few times on the channel, but I do want to check it out again now that it's dying. Withering Waves and Genshin are kind of on hold. I got to like a good stopping point on the story. So it's like I play them off stream every day, but I don't play them on the channel or like stream them to the channel at all until I figure something out. Or I guess I don't know because like I do want to check out more Tower Fantasy. I do want to actually like play the story for that a bit because the other 2 I played and I just hit like a good stopping point. But Tower Fantasy, it's like it keeps getting updates, and I'm like, this game, like I played like one section at the beginning and I was like, ooh. So I want to get to like a part in that game where I can just like actually have a better diagnosis of like, is this actually bad? Because it doesn't really feel like a good game when I play it. And it's like, I remember now, I was like, why did I even play that game? And there's like that beach volleyball thing that they put out last year. But it's like, I don't even know if I'm far enough into the thing where I could like play that if it came back. And I think it was like a limited event, which is like annoying because yeah, it's like you see a thing for a thing in the game and you're like, oh cool, let me go play, and it's like not there, and I'm like, dude, why am I playing this game? So, but yeah, there's I just wanted to like have a constant rotation of like free to play stuff and like checking it out. But I mean, as stuff is like dying, it's like you can always just like slot something else in. Like Caravan Stories is going to be gone. I played that a few times on the channel. I'll play Dauntless a few times. But now the Monster Hunter is here, I can like actually see, can I have like both as far as like a game that just came out that I'm playing actively in continuity with the zeitgeist, and then like old free to play, possibly trash, to see like, oh, is this free to play game any good, or just a weird waifu gotcha free to play trap for Wells. What else? Oh, okay. I put out my top games / favorite games of 2024 last year. It was a longer version than I usually do, I feel, so I will probably go back in like, I'll leave that one up, but I will make another one that's not as long. I'll just call it the abridged version, where I just talk about the games. Because that one I kind of went a bit deep on the whole PSN store and like the stuff I bought that year, and then like have I played this and like why it's not like probably on my list, like Stellar Blade and Unicorn Overlord, like two of the ones I didn't play last year that probably would have maybe made the cut or on the list or just whatever, but I just didn't get around to them. And then honorable mention for sure, Zenless Zone Zero, and crap, I'm blanking. But like for sure, Zenless is on the like honorable mention. I guess Balatro would be honorable mention. Oh, actually, I've got my. Okay, so I am sorry. I just as I like finish that thought and like go to something else, I'm like totally like jumping around here, but it's gonna be one of those. So I mean, all I've been playing lately is Zenless, other free to play stuff, and then like some of that stuff I'm putting on the channel, but then not really because I'm playing it every day. But like if you're just doing dailies, it's like it's whatever. So, but I haven't like actually got like into like the meaty bits of the story. And then First Descendant, I think I am just gonna like possibly stop playing that game and like delete it and just never talk about it again because yeah, man, it's like I said I'd give it like a year, I guess, right? So I'll see where it's at in the summer, but I guess I will still keep plugging away at it, but it's like I do just log in every day to like get okay. I log in every day to do stuff, and then once I hit the battle pass level cap, I stopped playing. That's what I did. But then they had like some events recently where it's like go back in and you can get free stuff. So that's why I leave it installed because they're lately they've been pretty good with the freebies. I kind of lost interest in the game though. It's like I don't like the new trailer just dropped, and I'm like, I don't have any like care about any of these characters or people or like whatever, and I'm just like, I mean, I was waiting for that next bikini skin thing, and it came out, and it was $100, and I was like, for $100 I could buy a game. And I was like, why would I? I mean, like it was like a bundle for like all the lady characters for like their swimsuits, and I was like, I did just want to like come back when I said I would like go back and like buy one if they added one for Bunny, and they did, and I was like, but then why shouldn't I get them all? But then the way that game is like if you don't have the character, you can't use the skin. So it's like that would mean I'd have a bunch of characters I bought a skin for I couldn't even use because I don't have the character, and I'm like, they really. I mean, that's the thing is like in that game they probably would just monetize it, right? Where it's like, oh, you can like buy this bundle that has the characters and the skin, and it's like, dude, you just made it like less of a pain to unlock the characters, but or just like the fact that there's a limit on how many you can have unlocked, or just like the more I play that and all the other free to play games, it's like you see the limitations of like it's like a weird like. I'm trying to think of like an analogy, right? It's like they kind of like privatized the how you play your video game of like there are tiers and like layers of like, oh, you can do this much or you can do this little, but if you pay more, it's like, oh, here's more, like here's a bit more, but it's like it's never like an unlimited type of thing, like like a game that you actually buy. So it's like it's always going to be limited to like free to play is always just, well, that's not 100% true, but like certain aspects of the free to play game will always be limited because they want you to just hit a wall and then pay to go beyond that wall into the paywall. The paywall. I was trying to think of like what would you call that? Like the paywall whatever zone, yes, the paywall well zone. That's where they want you to go. But I was having stick drift on my DualSense. I was considering buying another one, but then I was like, dude. But then like because like these thumbstick modules are not always in stock. I kept checking. They finally showed up in stock. Luckily this week, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna like. I was like in disbelief because I was just like Googling to like check stuff, and like they even sell them at GameStop, I think. But then, are they sell these at GameStop as well? And I was like, I didn't know they did because I thought they were just like straight from PlayStation. So like they threw me off, but I was like, whatever, dude. So I got these from the PlayStation store though. I didn't buy them from the GameStop. So the game from GameStop. So I will like do like a live put these things on. Oh no, I have to like open this. But yeah, as far as like stuff on the channel. Zenless Zone Zero for sure because I'm playing it every day. So just like that in general. The next patch is going to be a story update. So I do want to do a story playthrough. I'm sorry. I want to replay the story of the entirety of season 1 before that next patch comes out, because it's adding on to basically the end of season 1. So it's like an epilogue chapter. I think it's like an actual next part, but they did say in the stream that it's like something in there is like an epilogue. So I'm not sure if the whole thing's an epilogue, but it well adds on to like whatever happened at the end of the end of the season, and there's like stuff going on with Belle and Wise, or Faith, and we might find out, because there's a new agent episode for Trigger. The Silver Ambient one, I don't remember, but man, dude, there's like so much coming, and like there's so much content in that in the next part. Just, I'm so glad I'm in continuity with this game, and it makes me like bummed out I haven't kept playing 14, because then it would be I'd have 2 games I could always just like jump into and play whenever they add new stuff, but 14 I'm behind on, so I need to catch up on that. And I keep thinking if I would have just like not played Zenless, I could stay current on 14, but I just got to catch up, and then I can be current on both. And then but yeah, besides that, I'm trying to think of anything else. Like, I'm not, like, there's a bunch of stuff I'm either playing or I want to play. Well, I shouldn't say that. Like, or not that I'm not, there's not a bunch of stuff, but like Eiyuden Chronicle, the Marissa story expansion came out. I'm trying to start, okay. I started a new game, plus I'm playing back up to the part where you can play that, so I can jump in, play that, and then like, have that on the channel. But man, you got to go like way far. I think you like have to get to like towards the end of the game just to get to that, and then it doesn't scale. Like the enemies don't scale. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna like curb stomp the flippin' whatever's in that content. And like that's what I saw in the comments on the trailer when it came out. So we'll see. But hey, it's like at least I'll have a when the next one comes out, I'll have another, or my file would already be there. So there's like 2 more after this. I think it's Sane and Marcus, or whatever the necromancer dude's name is. I think it's Marcus. So there's 2 more after this one. I don't know if they're in the same size and scope and scale, but they probably are. So annoying that they're like very short and small, but looking forward to them all the same. One second, I gotta get something to open this, because I'm like, oh man, because it's taped open here on the back, and I don't have anything to like. I mean, I could use my bare hands, my kung fu grip, but it's a lot easier if I just use a knife or something sharp to open it. Remember, always cut away from your body. Don't want to go to the ER. There we go. Okay. Thumbstick number 1. Changes to the channel, nothing really, because I just haven't got around to like. I mean, I think what I do want to do is eventually I want to like make some videos as I'm trying to like I've been saying, like wind down the channel so I can wind it up. But like as I'm winding it down, I want to like make some notes as far as like what's staying, what's going, like where stuff is going, or like how it's going to be organized on the new channel. Okay, this is weird. This is basically, you open this and it's right there. There's no plastic or no bubble wrap or popcorn or whatever those things are called. Oh, there's a little compartment here with the user manual guide thing. Oh wow, this is actually this is very environmentally friendly. It's just cardboard and the manual, and that's it, and the module. That's actually pretty green. Surprising. Usually there's like so much like styrofoam, and yeah, dude, it was just this one piece that was holding the thing, and the manual, which is paper, which is also recyclable. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's really cool like how these work. They're like magnetized on the thumbstick, so you just like. So it's also like a port that you like, USB style plug in, plug out, or you plug in and like pull out. But I believe these are also magnetized, is like how they stay in, because they have haptics. But I'm not sure if that ties into the haptics. So yeah, let me get the other one out. But before I do that, let me go ahead and like take the old ones out and just like show the skeleton. If you've never seen if you've never done this before, because I'd never like taken this one off until I swapped these, because I was having issues with the one. Or okay, so the one on the left, I moved to the right, but like the one on the left was drifting. So every game I was playing, my character would like be moving, and I'm not moving them. And so I moved it to the right as a temporary fix, and then the camera was moving, and I could not control it. And it was like, dude, I don't know which is worse, like having no character or not no character control, but like being not able to control your character like 100% of the time, or not the camera. But I think not the character, because sometimes you're just gonna like walk off a ledge, or you're just gonna keep moving, and like, you know, it's like it's quite obnoxious to be like, oh man, stop moving. It's like the camera at least is like, you know, it's like it's only going to go up so far before it like can't, and then you're just kind of like stuck at that camera angle, and then it's like, well, I'll just play with this janky camera angle, and then that's it. But yeah, if you've not seen how to do this, basically my controller's off right now, the light's not on. So there's like a switch on the back, and you slide it. I did this the other day. Hold up, it should work. You slide it, and then I think that releases something. I can't remember. Hold up. Yeah, it's supposed to remember. Okay, there we go. It pops off this part right here when you slide it. This little piece right there. Boom. Set this to the side. And then, so from here, you're going to, I'm trying to remember how to do this. Oh, there's these little hinges. I don't know if you can see this, like these little thingy things. I'll lift one right here, this one right here. That's one, and then you just slide it out. That easy. I'll just set those over here. these aren't getting kept. And then, like, you know, just do the other one for the other one. Slide it out, because that's what locks it in. And then, you know, yeah. And then this is what these look like with like out the thumbsticks, which is pretty wild. Because I'd not like ever done any like modding or like taking apart my controller or anything crazy like that. Because it's like very not something I like do with my controller. So I was like, dude, this is kind of weird. It feels very like I'm what's that word? Like I'm desecrating like a sacred artifact or something. But then like how you put them back in is it's pretty easy. Basically the reverse. So you basically slide it back in. So yes, okay, I don't know if you can see that, hold up. So yeah, you put it in the thing, slide it in, and then the hinge comes down, locks it in place. And then that's that. And then you just do that with the other one. Yes, I currently only have one thumbstick. I don't know if you can actually play like that. If like you turn your controller on, if it like recognizes it, or if it gives you like an error. It probably does, because it says also like turn your controller off like when you do this. So yeah, I'm gonna guess that's the case as well. Okay. Let me put my knife back. Open up this other one. But yeah, I was talking about what I was playing, or like what I want to play. So Fantasian, I want to get back to that game. It'll take a bit of a break. That's another one I didn't finish to like also to get like in the judging for the, you know, my favorite game of last year, because I didn't finish it. I started in December, but then I started playing all the free-to-play stuff, because I was like, oh man, let me check out all this free-to-play stuff. Alright, this is the second one, with the little, just, no-nonsense cardboard here. Wait, wrong side. But just like, you know, you open it up, it's like, boom. And it just falls out like that. It's just one piece with the flipping... That is, man, I can't get over like how basic this one is. But I guess there's like, I guess that makes sense, right? Because like, it's weird because like the picture on the website made it look like way bigger. So I thought it'd be like one of the bigger boxes, like the usual first party PlayStation stuff, but it's just small enough to fit one of these in. So it makes sense that these are so small, or the boxes are so small that they come in. And then I'm just going to slide this one in as well, back in. And like, of course, it's like the way with the like the port facing the connector, and then you just slide it back in, and then hinge it down, snapped it in, and then we will lower the whatever this piece is called, like little plastic face covering on the controller. Wow, that like puts over the like the PlayStation button and the mute button and the speaker. Just goes right over it. It snaps back in. And then like you'll see the like the release thingy. Well, I guess you won't see it click back in, but you'll hear it click because it just clicked. But yeah, these dual-stick edge controllers, like these little like rubber thingies come off over time. So there are replacements because one of my party chats, people are showing the whatever about it. But yeah, I don't put my the little trigger flaps on the back, so or whatever those things are called. So I kind of like want to experiment with that and those. So if you've got any like if you use yours, like what do you usually like map the buttons to? Because that's what I'm not sure what I would do with those. And then, like looking at it, my thingies on the back are like not set to the same thing. I'm not sure what these are supposed to be by default. Like the big line, the dot, or the middle line. Anywho, let's turn it back on. Well, you can't see my PlayStation, but it's currently got the dim from not being active. Okay, and it's back to working. So huzzah. See, I was going to use, until I got the replacement parts for this, the DualSense that came with my PS5 Pro, which is just like a basic controller, but now that I've fixed it up here live on the channel, or live on this video, I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, Fantasian is one of the games that I started. I didn't finish, so I need to go back to that. The last few weeks I was like wanting to, but then I started playing God Eater instead because I was just like, dude, I need like a game that's when I have like a small chunk of time to. Yeah, there's like I've had the issue where it's like I'll have a small chunk of time to play something and I won't know what to play, and I'll just have like choice paralysis. And it's like I want to play something and stream it as well, and I'm like, what can I get done in a couple hours? So it's like Fantasian, God Eater, the first one, which is like Burst Resurrection or whatever, the remake of the first one on PS4, and then I also started playing Devil May Cry 5 again, but like I'd rather get like have like dedicated time for that one so I can get better and then like get my skills back up, because man, I'm so rusty on that. And it's a whole thing because I forgot you had to like level up your character again and like get all your skills with the orbs. And I was like, dude, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to. I've already played this game. I want to play it on PS5 so it looks better, but it's like fast loads. But it's like, so it's like whatever. I'll just over time maybe play it off stream, and then restart again with Virgil, or just restart with Virgil since I never got past that second stage and the boss. So we'll see, and just like level him up from there, and then boost him super high. And then just like start it and be like, yeah, I took the time to like play through the game again, or just like slowly play through it again on the other characters with like without the music, because there's content ID stuff apparently, which I didn't know, but I do now. So, or I forgot because I'd not played in so long. Anyway, because I'm working on and stuff for the channel, I'm trying to look at my I don't have it pulled up, my YouTube thingy on here. I could pull it up on my laptop as I'm doing the vlog, but that's something on screen. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to see like what have I put out since the last time I did one of these. Okay, it looks like it's mostly Zenless. Genshin. I will say, dude, Genshin, I'm not feeling it. Like playing Wuthering Waves, I would say Wuthering is the better game of those two because they're very similar open world, third person, action RPG stuff. The art style is different, and like that's like what sets them apart. But I would say just from a gameplay and quality of life, like Wuthering Waves easily is, I would say, better than Genshin. I did want to start Honkai Star Rail, but like I've got so many of these free to plays and like juggling them, so it's like right now it's like Zenless will be like the permanent one because I think I'm going to stick with that one, and like I think I'll just play through like up to wherever the story is at in Genshin and Wuthering. Wuthering I might keep going too because I'm actually enjoying it. It's actually won me over. I actually like that game now. Just because it has like a lot of cool. It's just got like a lot of cool like Southeast Asian design. It's very gracious from a free to play. Like it gives you a lot of free stuff, or just like a lot of currency, a lot of like it gives you a lot without locking you out of content. So it's like you can, or they're very gracious with like how they give you the materials to get pools or to upgrade your stuff, and it's like such a big world you can just go do whatever, and like yeah, it's tied to like an energy that's gonna reset, and you can't like get the energy back until you log out and let like they could take a break. But there's a lot to do. It's a giant open world, and it's man compared to Genshin, I was like, dude, this is much better. And I do want to check out Honkai Star Rail just because I like turn-based JRPGs, and I was like, how would this be adapted to a free-to-play style? So I'm curious about that one. So I do want to check it out eventually. Just I've got like 5 of these free-to-play games I'm juggling. And like I think First Descent is like I haven't played through the story of like the current season, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is like I do want to just boot it back up and then get through the story, but I'm not going to do that until like I'm at as far as like Monster Hunters, right? Because like that's the main game now. So it's like until I get through Monster Hunter or I roll credits or I get to high rank or whatever, like the end of whatever we're at of the game, because I haven't played it, so I don't know like how much is in the like how much content is in the game right now. So until like I hit like a wall with Monster Hunter and I'm at the end and I can just like weekly stuff with that game, go in and do like in-game stuff or just whatever, because I'll be playing it every day until I get to the whatever's the wherever the end is at right now. Like that's like I'm not going to stop until I'm there. And I might turn it into a weekly as opposed to daily, but well, yeah, I will probably turn Monster Hunter into a weekly once I get to in-game, because if I make it daily, it's going to be a possible burnout situation on that one. Or not. I mean, unless I'm like super enjoying it, because I do like Monster Hunter, obviously. Yeah, Guardians of Resurrection. That was just me randomly playing something. I just wanted to like finally check it out, just like because I'd not played it since I didn't pick up Freedom Wars. And I was like, well, I'll just check this one out. Wow, I've got like 26 views on that Aid and Chronicle video. Kind of a bummer because I was like halfway asleep, falling, and like I got stuck. Man, I got stuck in that dungeon again. The flipping, the one in the tree people. That one got me again, and I'm like, dude, I got stumped by that stupid dungeon. Ugh. But yeah, I need to. Yeah, I will get through that, and then like all the DLC and whatnot. I can dismiss this alarm because I'm not gonna have to worry about that. All right. It's really nice weather outside. The weather swing we've had is insane. It was like snowing a couple weeks ago, and then like it snowed again, or like it snowed at the beginning of the year, snowed in February, and now it's like 70 degrees outside. It's like what? So we've had just an insane temperature swing here. I'm glad it's back on the warm side because I hate cold weather. Okay, just that there's no changes to the channel. I do kind of want to do like I said though, like a video. I guess this would be a change, like a new thing. Video on the channel where like I go into the channel from that like web browser view I've had on some videos, and I'm just like, okay, this is. I've got so much to work through though. That's when I want to document it, is because it's like winding it down is just like basically I'm going to just like do what I always do, just make a bunch of lists. So it's like I'll have like a list for all the games I started playthroughs of and didn't finish them, and that's like a bucket. And like I will eventually play through those on the channel at some later point. And then it's like all of the stuff that's like was like good ideas or your topics or whatever of like non-game related stuff. And those can be like verticals of like new channels that I start from the the Voltron, reverse Voltron thing I talked about. I'm using my hand because it's like I usually think of like 5 fingers makes a hand, makes a fist, and so it's like if you've got like a bunch of things that are unrelated, you can. It's like if like categorically or like topically they may not be like related, but if it's like an interest that you have, it's like it's like your interests that like make you, or it's just like what you're really into, to try to describe your taste. And so it's like with my channel, it's like I want to take a bunch of the things that I had on here that are like not like the other. It's like not game related, or just like just doesn't match with like the current channel, and just like make them their own things. That's the plan. It's not called like the hand or the fist plan. That's just how my brain thinks of like hand makes a fist made of fingers. It's just that's how my brain works. Just that's how I thought about it when when I thought about it. So I just derailed myself. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. But there's that. And then it's just like, yeah, just like going through the channel and like looking at stuff and all this stuff I got to go through because I've got so many videos, and it's just, you might think, oh, it's a daunting task, Chris. It's impossible. It'll never happen. You can never do it. But it's like, well, joke's on you or something. I don't have a comeback for that. But because there's that, and then also I can't think. There's I lost my train of thought. I was going somewhere with that now, but like that's just like the main thing of like I want to wind the channel down. I need to wind the channel down, and then I can like start all this other stuff next year that I really would like to do. And like it's all going to build into like that, and then but I just need to start that. So that's where I'm at as far as like I need to like the sooner I start the better. But then Monster Hunter just came out, so it's like a whole thing to. I need to get through that game, and then whenever GTA comes out, it's like whatever. But like until then, it's like we're on GTA watch. But I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. I do believe it's coming out this year, but it's like there's only 2 big games for me this year, so it's like gives me a lot of time to just focus on the channel, and then like all this stuff I want to do with it, or like the different channels plural, because it's going to be a whole thing, but we'll see. And it's a whole process I'm going to document as I try to get it done. Yeah. It's like RL stuff's on here, but I just yeah, man. I was like, I'm going to give it a month. I haven't even like tweeted about until today. I had not tweeted about any of that stuff or made a Facebook post about any of that stuff going on. And then that blow up with Zelensky, and it's like, oof, it's not even been a full month, man. Okay, it has been a full month because it's like the 28th, right? So from the 20th of the last month, but still, it's like we're not out of February. And like there's still just like fallout, and it's just like, like I feel like the Ben Affleck meme when he's got like the Dunkin' Donuts and I don't think it's the Dunkin' Donuts one. It's the other one when he's got like the cigarette and he's just like leaning against a wall, and it's just like, it's just like poor Ben Affleck. Or just like, yeah, man, I know. I often know, man. I mean, I don't, because I don't smoke, but like besides that, it's just like, you can just tell from the body language. He's going through it. And it's like, I just feel like I'm going through it every day when I wake up and I look at the news, or what happened today, or what portal of hell opened today, and just, summon demons to have the terrors of the day for today until the next day. And it happened again. It was just a different portal to a different part of hell, but more demons. So yeah, it's like, hell is empty because all the demons are here every day because the portals have been opened. So until they are sealed, or done harvesting souls for their illicit gain. Yeah. Yeah. I have no words. This is why I don't even tweet about it. I'm just like, yeah, dude, just in the mental. My brain is like, oh, we lost, and then it's like you get to see all the consequences of that, and it's like, oh, could have been different. Then it's like, oh, it was all the bad things because. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. I said I wouldn't do IRL. I don't even know when I'm gonna do IRL again. It's like I didn't even feel like talking about it. It bums me the F out. It bums me out. Or it does 2 things, right? It gets me really sad and really angry. It's like sometimes both at the same time, and it's like it's like both an unending, or not unending, but it's like both a like a voidless empty space that has no bottom that you fall through, that is just like unending rage or unending sadness. And it's sometimes it's both at the same time, but it's like, yeah, it's if I use my words and put into words, it's that just a bottomless pit of rage and sadness, and then it never ends. I mean, it'll end eventually, right? Or like I said a couple of chatting seconds ago, it's like, the expression I would say is, or like this, I was using this expression before this, but like I would just use this when I was like in a bad mood or sad or just like down or whatever, it's like, oh, good news, bad news, the good news, it ends eventually. The bad news, it ends when you die. But then it's like, maybe you're into that, it's like, maybe you can have a nice Venn diagram circle of but then that's kind of a macabre thought. That's a very dark thought, because then it's like, oh, well, guess I'll just jump off a building or something, the tallest building, because, you wouldn't want to survive it, just say, because it's like, yeah, death, man. I'm not really into that. It's like, who says that? Who says that? Who says that, Chris? It's like, sorry, it's just a thought I came up with. It's like, it's like on the one hand, or on the, good news, bad news. It ends eventually. But, other side of the coin, it ends when you die. Take that how you will. I mean, nuance. If you believe in the afterlife, maybe it doesn't end when you die, and there's more to the story. I've never been dead before, as far as I know, so I don't really want to test that theory. So it's like, yeah, I kind of like being alive, so that's probably why I thought of it. It's like, well, that's not really helping voice in my head when you tell me those two things, and it's like, I kind of like the whole living thing, so could you please not... You're bumming me out, man. It's like, well, I'm sorry, dude. This is your negative thoughts manifesting. So, yeah. Well, that'll be the not IRL section this month, because we didn't have an IRL section, but we had my stream of consciousness farting out of my brain, into my mouth, or not. Yes, it farted into my mouth. Or just like, it farts out of my brain, and then the thoughts bubble up into the synapses and just pew, 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 pew. My neurological neurons, or my synapses, however my brain is mapped, and it just farts out, goes through my mouth, and then it doesn't go into my mouth, it goes out of my mouth when I'm talking. That's not how that works either, but because vocal cords, it's a whole thing of like noises. Wow, I just tapped my mic there, but just however that works. Yeah, sorry, I'm not an expert on anatomy or how the human body works, but there's like stuff going on of how it all works. It's quite magical and wonderful and stuff. Anyway, that was Chatting with Tekken for November 2025. I'm gonna wrap it up here because I'm just talking whatever. I think, okay, before I continue, I mean, there is, like, I'm always thinking of, like, wanting to have, like, not another vlog series per se, but I was thinking, like, in the middle of the month, I would have, like, some sort of thing, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. One, that, and then two, I don't want to tease this, but it's, like, I don't know if I've said this on the channel before, but I have been, like, in my brain, like, have this idea. I don't know. I will probably debut it next year when I restart all the stuff on the channel, so I can, like, have it all, just, like, all the ducks in a row and everything lined up. But I do want to, like, have a podcast again. But this time it's just going to be me. And it's just, like, I'll try that, see how it goes. I've been thinking about this a long time, because I'm like, man, I miss podcasting. Or just, like, having more vlogs. I don't know. Just something to have, like, my thoughts out there when stuff happens. Because, like, because I think I'm just, like, back away from social media and, like, not be on it as much. Especially with, like, Twitter going the way it is. And it's like, dude, I was not on Twitter for the longest time. Then I got on Twitter. Then Twitter got taken over by a fascist. And it's like, okay, well, what do you do then? And it's like, I guess I'll just delete my Twitter and do something else. And, like, but I'll still be out there having the... I don't know why I always do that when I'm like, stream of consciousness. Pew! But yeah, just my thoughts on things and stuff, because that's what that's one of the reasons, right? It's like, I did want to go back to writing a blog, but I just haven't, and like last time I didn't stick with it, so I do kind of want to do that as well, but whatever. I always got, like, whenever, it's like, yeah, it's like, only having one chime taken, and, like, that's the other thing, like, the length of this is 40 minutes, or getting there. It's like, I would like it to cut down on the length of this video, and it's just like, I would always have, like, more timely whatever's like as they're happening, like the Bioware thing. I didn't even talk about that, or like not just the Bioware thing, but like the monolith or mono the the fear developers and like the Shadow of Mordor team. You know, it's like all the stuff in the gaming industry that happens, and I never get to react to it or talk about it because it's like I only try to take it at the end of the month, and then sometimes I just don't remember things that happened, and it's like, like the state of play. I thought that was a good state of play, and like I have this whole thing in my brain of like thinking about like PlayStation's long term. I want to make a video of it, I just haven't got around to it. So, yeah. All right. Well, I've rambled on here long enough. I'm just gonna keep rambling if I don't stop. And it's not really like I'm talking about anything here at the end of it anyway. But yeah, I guess I'll give the usual outro, even if I am bummed the F out about all of it. So, you know, congrats to Ukraine, glory to Ukraine, Tiananmen Square 1989, free Hong Kong, and free Palestine. So yeah, as we were like possibly going to like, yeah, the whole, we'll just take control of it. We'll see how that goes. Ugh. So yeah, all the links and descriptions in the bottom. I need to like fix those because I don't even use my Steam thing that I linked to, I think, and then my I need to make, what I need to do is I need to make a Discord server because I always put my Discord and I'm like, I didn't even know if this works, so it's a whole effing thing. And then yeah, I mean I do want to make a Discord server eventually. It's just too much work for me to like commit to and mess with right now. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.